Hey everyone, this is Merciful Moon Mystic, and today I've pulled a few cards for the collective. I asked my spirit guides what messages they wanted me to share with my audience, and here are a few that I've received. Chiron and the Grim Reaper. So right off the bat, the energy today there's definitely an energy of transitions, an energy of endings, and trying to move on to newer, greener passages. Chiron the ferryman, necessity, focus, and don't know if you can see it, but transition. And we have the Grim Reaper. In the realm of twilight where shadows converge, the Grim Reaper's scythe guides souls to the verge. So yeah, I'm definitely getting the feeling that some of you may, I don't want to say feelings of like despair, but there is like a very somber, very very kind of sullen type of energy coming through the cards. You know, I don't want to say defeat, but that's what's coming to mind. And the bottom of the deck from my Mausolea deck does say failure and trauma and strategy. So some of you probably may be feeling this feeling of defeat, that you may have tried something, like try to go through with a project or an endeavor that didn't quite work out, but you're learning, like you're taking in the experience and using what you've learned, and using I'm hearing using the failures as a learning experience when it comes to moving on and redirecting your focus to greener pastures, to finding a field in which you succeed. I also have the overthinking card in reverse. Each thought a labyrinth, endless, obscure. There is no peace amidst the self-imposed torture. So some of you may have had problems with overthinking in the past, like you couldn't truly focus on what it is that you wanted when it comes to making decisions for your life. Here in career path, but you're healing from that now. You're finally being able to pinpoint where exactly it is where you want to focus and redirect your time, energy, and finances. Some of you may be gearing up to move from the Chiron, from what I see in the Chiron card, because he's on a boat. He's rowing his boat across the river Styx. So some of you may be preparing to move. Some of you might be taking a cruise somewhere, vacation. Some of you might need a vacation. Yeah, it's like a heavy energy of like lessons learned and experience gained, learning from past failures, feeling defeated, but not completely down and out. It's like retreating in a way to where you can heal and you can redirect. Okay, what else? What other messages do my spirit guides want me to share? What are the messages does my spirit guides want me to share with the collective? What are the messages? Because, yeah, it's very somber energy right now. I'm hearing, I just want to get this over with. That's what I'm hearing. It's like, I'm glad this chapter is done. What other messages does my spirit guides want to share with the collective? What other messages do you have for me? Oh, okay, this one tried to pop out. We have demon. The temptation of living, the fear of regret, dancing among the ashes from the flames of hell. Okay, some of you may be like me, dark witches. You might work with demons, like Lucifer, Asmodeus, Mammon. What else? Some of you may have been fighting your own, you know, I don't like to use the term personal demons, but, you know, some of you may be, like, healing or trying to work through inner turmoil, working through inner turmoil that makes you feel like you have to leave and move on from a situation. Fear of regret. Yeah. Fear of regret and dancing among the ashes. Those are the words I'm drawn to on this demon card. Fear of regret. Yeah, very heavy energy. Yeah, some of you may have been plagued with, like, past failures, probably looping over your heads. The fear, I'm hearing the phrase, the fear of missing out. The fear that everything is over. The feeling of having, almost like the fear of having to start over again. But the feeling being necessary. Because it feels like you don't want to keep repeating the cycle with the Grim Reaper card. Like, there's some things that has to end in order for you to transition out of this, like, sullen, oppressive energy. Yeah, I'm also feeling called to tell you that some of you may be called to work with underworld spirits. You know, Anubis, Satan, Lucifer. Yeah, there's a lot of dark energy. But dark doesn't always mean bad or evil. It just represents the fear of the unknown, the depths, the unfathomable. But right now, I feel that some of you may have been on the fence on whether or not you wanted to move on, but it's a necessary ending. So, I don't know if you guys hear that, but someone's on a motorcycle outside. Loud. Yeah. Some of you have been feeling on the fence when it comes to moving on because the procrastination card is the bottom of the deck. Okay. Yeah. it's like this feeling of feeling like you're running out of time, and there's not enough time, but it makes you feel like stuck in a way. What last message can you give us for the collective? What last messages can you give us? Any final messages? What final messages do you have for the collective? Ooh. Okay. All right. We have the Maestro card. Master of Inspiration, Understanding, Community, and Ingenuity. A very distinguished fellow. And he has blue orbs around him. So, with these blue orbs, okay, my cards dropped on the floor. I'll pick those up later. Anyway, as you see with these blue orbs, some of you may also be called to work with the Fae, because the Fae appear as blue orbs. So if you see like any small blue orbs around you, that's the Fae around you. But yeah, with the Understanding, Community, and Ingenuity card, it's like this actually came out sideways. So some of you are in the active position of coming to the realization that you need to move on from a situation, move on to like either a new career or a new relationship. Like this is the end of the road, end of the rainbow type situation for you. This is like the outcome awaiting you after you face this transition, this ending, you know, the proverbial death. It doesn't have to be an actual death in the family, but it could just represent, you know, an ending or a change. But if it does resonate that you may have experienced a death in a family, then that the Reaper card could also indicate that. But facing this new situation and coming out the other side, you'll gain a different perspective, a new perspective, more experience. Hearing Survivor. You may go to a community, find a community of like-minded individuals, of people who've been through the same experience as you. I'm hearing support system. Some of you may have been feeling alone, having to deal with the situation by yourself, feeling trapped, but moving on to the other side, you'll have people around you, be it your spirit guides, friends, family, mentors, that are around to help you, to give you community, to give you support, advice on how to deal with the situation. Author. Some of you might like to write books. Some of you might need to journal or have been journaling your experience. Maybe writing and journaling things down helps you make decisions. That's what I'm getting for my my deck of cards here. But yeah, that's the reading I have for you guys today. I know it's been a while since I've done readings on this channel. I have been just burnt out for the past few months, and I finally have some energy to do some readings and see you guys. So I'll try to be a little bit more consistent. I also have more gnosis that I've experienced in the past few months that I will definitely talk to you guys about later on. More occult findings, more occult rants. But yeah, if you like this video, you guys already know what to do. And I will see you next time. All right? Ciao.